Here's the remnant piece that fortunately when my auntie moved into her house many years ago, 12 years, 14 years ago, they had a piece of linoleum the installer saved for them. So this is the piece. So see, here's the grout line, and there's an indentation right there, so I can't even use this first tile, but I can concentrate on the next 3 tiles. And I'm going to have to cut this off. I'm just going to use my straight edge, and I'm going to start cutting, and I'm going to hold it about in the very same spot as I did before. And I'm just going to use my straight edge. I'm not even going to use tape measure just yet. Just going to use this. I'm going to double score it, kind of like I did before. I want to maybe get you out of the way so you can see over my shoulder or something. Now I could cut off this whole edge all the way down, but I don't know what the next person's going to do. I don't know if the next rip you're going to need something, but I'm going to start at least from here. I'm going to get it over as wide as I can, beyond the grout line. Scored it twice. Yeah, my blade's gonna get dull because I'm right on the concrete, but that's all right. And I can change the blade on my next couple cuts. Let's say I want. I think I'm just gonna. Well, I guess I can just stop right here, just beyond that. And let's see how far I went just beyond this edge here. Okay. There. Now I'm going to go around the other edge. I guess, shall I just keep the camera rolling? Let's just see how I do here, shall we? I'm going to cut to my outside. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Instead of this way on the patch, I could put it there and cut that, back the other way. But I was doing it this other way, so I'm going to hold it right to the outside edge of that grout line. And that's where I did the other, right? Like that. There's my piece. Now, could I cut it all the way? Yeah, I could, but I'm just going to cut out the tile pieces that I need. And I have to remember that first tile is going to be here, and then the other 2 tiles, I've got that cutout thing right there. So I have to be careful with that because I don't want to cut the line too long here, okay? So I'm just going to I'm just going to keep whacking away. Whackety whack. And I can extend it that way just ever so slightly if I want, or cut it about where I thought I cut that other patch, and then just plop it down there, and whatever it is, it is. And if it's slightly long, I can retrim it. I'd rather have it slightly long than slightly short, but if I get it slightly short, that's okay, because I have my caulking that I can put in there. Oh, you know what? I might have to do another. I might have to do another one, because this is the single one. This is the single tile, right? And it's the whole grout. The next two pieces are the entire grout again, so I'm not going to be able to use this tile here. I'm going to have to cut down further, dabbity nabbit. That's all right. I'll figure it out. I couldn't have gone from inside to outside, because some of those tears were right on that line, weren't they? So I'm gonna have to cut another one. I'll just keep you here so you can see this last little bit. And I'm not doing anything special, am I? Don't have to be a professional to do this. We're just doing a patch, you know. An average Joe patch. I'm scoring through the felt right there. And trying to be careful that I don't leave a mark on a concrete floor. And I see that patch. I've got all that grout line done, and I'm kind of curious if that's going to fit. I think it's going to. Shall we just, if I keep the camera rolling and see how we did. Let's see here. That's just for kicks. See if it's going to fit. Let's just see. No monkey business. Remember here, that's going to go. And I can put it right here. And look at that. It's too small. I'm going to have to cut it. I'm going to have to cut a piece bigger. That's too small. I'm going to have to go over a little bit more. Boy. Okay. I don't think that's going to fit over here either. Nope. Well, I'm glad I'm checking it out. I could save that in case they need another patch and cut on the inside of the line or something. I'm gonna have to make it just a hair wider. Looks like. What I may have to do is actually take some measurements of that. Dabbity nabbit. So before I cut these, I guess I'm going to have to do some strategic thinking where I'm cutting these pieces, aren't I? I'm going to have to make them just a hair wider, and I'm glad I only went to the first one. I'm going to have to make the other one a little bit wider and try it again. Wow. Glad I've got enough material here. Okay, see? Did I do that on purpose? Or is that my loss, your gain? I got this piece fitting in really nice, and here's where that damaged piece was. So I marked on this, and then I actually used my whisk cutters, and I cut that out. And now I can just score along that, use that as my straight edge tile right there. Just going around that. I could have double cut it, but I did it this way. Easier for me. Okay, there's my cut out right there. Right there. Now I can scrape that little bit out. That's the backing piece. The felt on the back of the linoleum. Now I can hold that in there. I'm glad I tried that one template, one piece first before I cut them all. I made the assumption they were all going to fit, and then find out they're all going to be not wide enough. Okay, looking at that. And that looks to be pretty good. Okay, it's still slightly off. Not a whole lot. Why? If I don't get it perfect, as long as I get it to lay down flat, then I can put a little caulking over it. Be done with it. Okay, come on. What's happened here? Line this all up. That looks good. Okay, I think that piece is going to fit like that. Okay, look at that. Patch is a patch is a patch, like I said. I do a once over on sweeping it. Now, there goes the phone again. Now I can get ready to glue it. But there's one more thing I want to do before I start gluing.